Welcome to this special party election edition of the News to South Africa, broadcast edition. FYI. The NSA articles that have links to the broadcast editions will only hold a portion of the news that the broadcast edition has. The entire story can only be found here. To begin, I will start each edition with announcing the ESA population, and as of this game day the South African population stands at 726 and growing. I hope every citizen reaches out to their friends to get them to sign up and or move to Limpopo. We need them. And you to do their part for South Africa. And now on to today's news, on this eRepublic Game Day 666. In this edition I will be reviewing the recent party president elections and just what this means for their members and any citizen that starts their life in Limpopo. I will also have a small report on the upcoming congressional election that has already started to heat up as a few citizens have officially announced their intent to run for one of the 10 congressional seats available. Yesterday was a very busy day with elections for the party presidents. A few parties had a close election, while a few had some surprises thrown in. eSouth South Africa voted in Kaiser Alex as their leader by a single vote after a late entry by Cornelius Maximilian O'Brien. I wonder what this means to this small party? To read the acceptance speech, click the link in the NSA article. The UAS placed Jigmo in as their general secretary. This title is taken from real life. I admit. His election was a bit of a surprise for me, as I thought Dennis Pretorius would win this as he is the founding father. Now the SAFP voted their founding father Martin Warmonger for a second term by a nice margin over his opponent. While the South African Gold Party handed Enoch Root a nice mandated victory to do his best to make their party grow and be useful to the ESA, there is a link to Enoch Root's acceptance speech article. The ANA also handed Philip Francis Xavier Esquire. Try saying that name 3 times fast. Philip Francis Xavier Esquire. Philip Francis Xavier Esquire. Philip Francis Xavier Esquire a mandated victory to make changes to their controversial party. In an article released by the new ANA president, he came out and said something that may shock ANA members as he made a request to the founding father of the party he now leads. I would like to politely request that you get out of South Africa. Obviously, if you were to shape up your act, I'm sure you'll be accepted, but at this point you just need to leave and shape up your act. If you are interested in the entire article, click the link in the article. The United South Africa Party had by far the most contentious race of all the parties, and was handed an interesting choice by the late entry of a third candidate. Ali Mentori did win a majority of votes, but not a 50% majority. And what does this mean for the newly announced head of the SAAF? Will he have too much on his hands now to run his party effectively? Last but not least is the Associates of General Wellness Party, and there is no surprise here as their founder and leader won handily as there was no opposition and took in 56 of a possible 102 votes. One question: why so many abstentions? I congratulate all candidates for putting themselves through such a tough and sometimes stressful campaign. I wish all losers to keep active and to definitely try again, because you can never know what the outcome may be. As for you, the newly elected Magnificent Seven, I wish you luck, prosperity and many fusards. Unless you are underage, and then in that case enjoy your Kool-Aid. With the end of party elections, the country now turns their attention to the upcoming congressional elections. And this congressional election has no hand-picked list of citizens to run or a golden 10 list for all to vote for. This election is to be a truly democratic election or free-for-all. You choose the wording. And may the campaigning begin. As it stands for today, Congress can only have 10 members of Congress, but there has been talk of gaining another region before Election Day. If that is true, ESA will gain 10 more seats, so the anticipation of this is on many of the newly elected party leaders' minds. We must all wait and see what happens, so buy a moving ticket and prepare for a mass migration for possible second region of South Africa. Does your party have a plan to take advantage of this? As per Wiki, to become a candidate, you must reach level 12 by no later than the 23rd, which is also the last day to become a candidate. The other requirement is not listed in Wiki, but is known to many. Only the top 5 parties can run for Congress, and this will disqualify members of the United African Socialists and eSouth South Africa parties. The question now on the minds of many citizens is just how heated will this congressional election become after these party elections. One must wonder if civility will continue, or will the mudslinging begin again. Thank you again for watching this broadcast edition of the News to South Africa. Come again when we have a chance to have spoken with each of the newly elected party presidents. Until then, have good day and a good night.